Okay, hi, I am going to talk about development, and the country I used to talk about is Colombia. I think that Colombia, in recent years, the government of Colombia has made a very good development projects. Like, for example, it has reduced poverty and brings security to rural areas. And also, it has initiated peace discussions with the two largest guerrilla movements in Colombia, that are the Las FARC and ELN, with the goal of ending la guerrilla war in America. These things that Colombia has been doing, I consider that are a very good development for the country, since by giving security in rural areas, you are like improving in your social aspect as a country, and also in security by doing these like discussions with the guerrilla and being in like some kind of acuerdo. You are like growing as a country. Um, for example, development in Ecuador, that is also another one of the questions. I think that first of all, Ecuador has not always been like an economically developed country, but I think that we have to take into account one aspect of Ecuador, about Ecuador, its development, that is tourism. Tourism in Ecuador has been a development, like a large development, since nowadays we can see how Galapagos Island is one of the most visited places in the world. Also, El Centro de Quito, Cuenca, and another parts of Ecuador have been rich in tourism. Tourism is always has always been a good opportunity of development, and I think that in that aspect, Ecuador has grown a lot in the field in the last years, the last few years. Um, okay, the next question is about talking what is the impact of the environment in a development project. Okay, I think that most development projects affect the environment. Since first of all, first of all, um, for example, Ecuador. Okay, Ecuador is a country that is rich in land, and we have been seeing how our land is the one that is like giving us what we produce is in our land. The products in Ecuador are from land. But for example, petróleo, in the case of the Yasuni project, that they wanted to explode part of the Yasuni to take the petroleum that was going to help us in our economic aspect, was going to affect us in our environment, since we were in the Yasuni. I think nowadays there are approximately 350 species that are living in Yasuni, and that they are taking advantage of the resources of the Yasuni. And also, the Yasuni is of the one of the most taken care areas in Ecuador, since we have all the natural resources, and it is a biodiversity enormous that not much countries have. So if we exploded the Yasuni, we will gain a lot of money, but it is not compared of what we are going to lose. That it will be losing. I'm talking about losing species, natural resources, biodiversity. It was going to be contamination in a natural area. So that is a problem. And in countries like, for example, Venezuela, Colombia, that are also rich in land, it is like for the development of the country, it is going to be affected environment, I think. Um, what kind of development will most improve your town? I think that the development that will most improve my town is tourism. I think that since Ecuador has not chance like to be a good development country in an economic and social way, I think that with tourism we are going to gain without affecting the environment, and it is a good way of developing our country, since we are going to have tourism and that is going to help improve our country.